So what is going on, people? Welcome to episode 27 of the Peterborough United career mode here on FIFA 23. I hope you're well. And firstly, I'd just like to apologise for the sort of abrupt ending to the last episode. I don't know if it will be included in there. Basically, I got a text message that was meant that I needed to come off, and it didn't put me in the best possible mood. So that's kind of the abrupt ending. So yeah, apologies for that, but we move on. Yeah, let's have a look at what happened in the last episode then, shall we? So, it started quite well. 2-2-1 wins, firstly at home against Millwall, and then away at QPR. And then it all went peaked on, really, at home to Norwich. We ended up losing 5-2, and, the less said about that, the better, really. So a bit of a miserable Christmas for us, but we can look to pick things up today. We start with a trip to MK Dons before another trip away to Watford. And then we move into the month of January and we have our FA Cup game at home against Bournemouth, who I believe are still in the Premier League. So that is what is to come today. If you are looking forward to this episode, make sure that you pop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your continued support as ever. The Bournemouth game is certainly going to be tricky as we enter the month of January. If you have any transfer suggestions, by all means, leave them in the comments. But we have a pre-match press conference, I believe. So let's go ahead and do that. See if we can't pick up morale after that defeat against Norwich. Can the team still go up? I'm going to say we're still in it, of course. It is looking very much unlikely now, considering the board wanted us to get automatic promotion this season, but that is mental. Are your boys ready for the game? We do need to find some form, but that won't go down well, so I'm going to say we'll play the game, not the occasion. I wouldn't say that we're in excellent shape coming off such a heavy defeat. How you approach today's game? Again, the correct answers are the ones that are going to reduce morale. Let's keep it tight for sure. On the road, on our travels, we don't want to be giving away needless goals. We try and stay in it as much as humanly possible. But yeah, I'm going to go and have a look at the team. And then, yeah, we'll get into this game away at MK Dons. Actually, if we have a look at the table just quickly to see where we stand. We're currently 9th. Over halfway through the season now. We're 6 points off the playoffs. Preston have muscled their way in quite nicely. But yeah, so we know we are there or thereabouts. We've still got some work to do. But yeah, we conceded 51 goals in 26 games. We're not even the top scorers in the league anymore. Oh no. Anyway, let's move, shall we? Well, for this first game in Milton Keynes, the snow has certainly been falling over the Christmas period, and hopefully that can inspire us to a little bit of cheer. All the Christmas puns in there, of course. But they have Ravizzoli in goal. Franco Ravizzoli, only 6-1 rated. Hopefully we can test him a bit today. A back five for them. Lawrence at right wing back. Tucker, Jules and O'Hara in the middle with Harvey on the left. Josh McEachran in the middle with Ethan Robson. Olivares out on the right. Mo Isaac through the middle. And Grant out on the left. Just seeing if they've got any other options. Tenai Watson there, I'm familiar with. MK Dons struggling this season. Of course, they were the team that were promoted from League One via the playoffs. To show you my team. It's the normal team as you would expect. Bentley in goal, Smith, Knight, Edwards, Burrows, Nezovic and Brady. Elias on the right, Estrada in on the left, Garner in the middle, and Bakari up top. A few tired legs, but we should be able to pull through nicely. Yeah, MK Dons is the team that got promoted via the playoffs from League One last season. And yeah, them and Ipswich have both been struggling so far this season. And there's a little there was a little ball around the corner there. So yeah, we're certainly the best in terms of the promoted sides this season. Isa's in down the right here, and it's actually done really well to find Olivares, who's forced a good save out of Bentley. I'm actually just going to move my chair slightly over because I'm struggling to see a little bit. Apologies for the noise. I'm adjusting my microphone. I was really sort of having to lean over then to see the end of the screen. Not that I have a massive monitor, but still. Anyway, Bakari needs to get this away. Only as far as Grant on the edge. Don't let him find any space if we can. McEachran goes all the way back to Harvey. Inside. And it's Isa. He has the strike. And a fairly simple one for Bentley. Even though the ball's yellow, it is proving a little bit difficult to see at times, which is not ideal. But that's a good ball from Estrada. And Garner has turned his defender inside out. We'll have to cut back here. The defender's onto it. Get it back there if we can. Brady. Oh, the space has been shut down. Well, we'll get this out wide. No, we won't, because that's a terrible pass. Well, MK Dons certainly looking solid defensively and a threat going forward. So we're going to need to up our game a little bit. This Olivares guy is really causing some problems. He uses his strength to stave off Burrows. Back inside to Lawrence. That was a loose pass, unlike them. But they've just been keeping the ball very well. And we're just having to desperately concentrate. There's a ball at the back stick here if we want it. Elias is there. I think that's come off an MK Dons head. It has indeed, so it will be a corner. Brady over to whip this one in. Try and get a little bit of whip on it if we can. Bakari's there at the near post. And it dribbles across the 6-yard line, but there's no one there to try and turn it in for us. Garner finds Estrada. We'll cut this one back. There's Burrows. Nezovic. Garner. Oh, the loose touch was there. Well, Nezovic is in. Nezovic has the strike. And he's blazed that over, and he should be at least hitting the target there, the young Serb. Elias had nowhere to go there. No real option to pass to either. It's MK Dons that come forward again. It's Harvey on this left-hand side. It's a good ball in, you know. And just a shame that it was a terrible header from Olivares. He met the ball really well, but just the header had no power whatsoever. The pass, not brilliant. Neither is that one. And we can retain possession and come forward again. Estrada. There's a little gap here that he's going to look to exploit. He's going to have to cut back. Finds Garner. We'll try and bend one, and that is a superb finish. The little bit of quality that the first half was lacking, and Joseph Garner has duly applied it. Of all the people you'd expect it to be him. We lead 1-0 on our travels. Thanks to the captain. A superb piece of play. Estrada exploiting the space. A good cutback. Defender just not close enough to him. And well, that finish. To get that sort of power and accuracy from there with like a minimal amount of backlift on the shot as well. Absolutely superb. Said it time and time again that this man should not be playing at this level. But thankfully for us he is. And there could be another chance here. Oh, Brady comes across. Nezovic. Knight. Oh, this has done really well. And that's a very well worked goal from McDonald's. And it's Matt Smith who's grabbed the equaliser for them. Well, I kind of feel like it's justified. I kind of don't as well. It's the ball roll again that's done Josh Knight from Mo Isa. But McDonald's probably had the majority of possession, I would say. But and well, the pass forward is poor. And that is going to be that. And it finishes 1-1. And that was a terrible game to kick off this episode. Just poor quality throughout on my part, MK Don's part. Yeah, that was not good. They had the better of the game. We can only hope it's a better game against Watford. And I'll bring that to you in just a second. Well, Vicarage Road here in this second game of the episode is certainly going to be looking for improved performances. And well, this is how our hosts line up. Same shape as us. Okoye in goal. Back four of Ngakia, Trustakong, Pollock and Nagy starting at left back. Lauza and Kayembe in the middle. Deli Bashir out on the right. Barr out on the left. And Elitim, I think I've said that right. Jurgen Elitim behind Pussetto up top. Certainly got some options on the bench. Danilo Suarez there, who I could have sworn is a striker, but played left back, never mind. So yeah, strong lineup from Watford. I don't know why I forgot. Still got some struggling legs, but we have named an unchanged side for this game. Elias has grown up to 75 rated, which is very good. But yeah, I have faith that this is probably now my strongest 11. So I'm going to keep faith with it for now, not make any changes. Enjoying Estrada out on this left-hand side. Oh, nice little turn there from Burrows. And we can actually look to get Estrada in behind. And there's a gap there. Oh, the pass. Not quite when it needed to be to get Bakari the ball. Playing in our green kit today. I was tempted to switch to green for the last game, but then I remembered what happened against Swansea and how hard it was to tell the white from green, so I opted not to. But I thought yellow would be a big enough distinction this time, and it is proving to be. And Watford are in behind, and Knight needs to get that one away, and that is a block that was very important. Otherwise, that would have been a goal for Watford, and we have certainly got away with one there. Elias needs to get on his bike, and he has done. I'm going to cut inside if we can. And there's a run being made there, and I think it's Robbie Brady, and it is indeed. We'll have the strike, and it's blocked pretty much at source, and we win the corner. And it will be Garner across to take the corner. Ball in, aims for the near post, but it's headed away, and Barr is going to get on the end of that. And Knight does really well. Ball in. I thought it just about reached its man, but actually that's a nice layoff. Watford can come away with it. Really good tackle that for Robbie Brady. Didn't get on the ball quick enough though. I hate that little animation that the players do when they run around to get to the ball. I don't really know why it happens, but certainly frustrating as Watford work it into the area now. We need a man across. He should definitely be hitting the target from there. I'm not too sure who it was that had the shot, but I thought for certain that as soon as he moved into the area that was going to be 1-0, and it should have been. And that's a big miss, really. Estrada cuts in on that left-hand side, and he'll keep going, you know. Estrada, and maybe should have played the pass, but overrun it. He's done that a couple of times so far in this episode. Just held on to the ball a bit longer than maybe he should have done. And that will be cleared up by Burrows very nicely indeed. Oh, Nezovic has run into trouble, though. We have got numbers that we don't have. Oh, and it's a good save from Bentley. We've got numbers that we don't have. We haven't got the numbers back that we need. That's what I'm trying to say for that moment. Ball in. And it's headed away nicely. And Elias, can he get round his man? Oh, he can't quite. Oh, good block. Back in. As again, they're in behind it. Oh, it's a good save from Bentley, but we need to react. Edwards has done it for now, but we need to get someone at Pozzetto, and he's blocked the ball in. Oh, can we get on that? We have, and it's Garner who can bring it away. And there's a nice ball over here from Estrada. It's a good outlet. He's taking it down well. Estrada across the face of goal, and it's a good save from Okoye. Garner, Estrada, that time into Bakari, into his feet. Cut back, Bakari. There's Garner. That's a strike. And the reaction there from Okoye is superb. Tries to smash that in the near post. But the Watford keeper determined not to be beaten. Ooh, defenders had the confidence there to bring that down. Oh, come on, referee. Blows the half-time whistle. And that will be that for the first half. Really good end-to-end game. Watford definitely should have scored. But thankfully, we've got a combination of some good blocks and Dan Bentley to thank for keeping the scoreline at 0 for now. Ball played short into the area. It's a good tackle from Ronnie Edwards, though. That's not what I wanted, is it? All from a pass that I didn't even mean to play. I'm not even aiming in that direction. And it's played it. It's a great finish from Pozzetto, and Watford have deserved the lead of this game. But I'm not even... That's not even where I'm looking to pass. So God knows why it's gone there. The fans loving it in the stands. I want to look at the instant replay. I want to go further back. So this pass here... I wanted to play... I'm pointing to play that at Elias. Number 18 there, you can see. Can we zoom in? We can't zoom in. 18 there. So down. That's where I'm aiming to play that pass. Don't know what FIFA's doing. FIFA being FIFA. That's really annoying. But I can't complain. Because like I said, Watford have definitely deserved to be in the lead of this game. We've got a lot to do to get back into this one now. Good run being made though by Burrows, and there's a man free at the back post here, and it's Garner. Oh, and it's a great header. Anywhere other than straight at the keeper, and it's a goal. Garner, ball in. Burrows is there. Smallest man on the pitch, probably not going to win it, and Bakary hasn't won that either. Oh, how has he not come away with that ball? It's a ball over the top, and Elatim is in. Estrada can't keep up with him, and Elatim has forced a save out of Bentley. Unorthodox effort, but has forced the save. Bentley stretching to tip that one around the post as we look to get on the end of this one, and Edwards does just that. Oh, thankfully for us, Barr hasn't done that well, but yeah, that was really stupid from Bakary. But can he get his pace? It looks like it's being utilised. Bakary, finally, we have a goal. And it is Usman Bakary. And I was really tempted after that to substitute him, but he has made amends for an inexplicable piece of play. But that is what we need. Finally, the gap's starting to open. And although he's tired, Bakary still got enough energy to burst away from the defenders. It's a solid strike into the bottom corner. Keeper could arguably be doing better. But we have our leveller. They move the ball forward here. It's Danilo on as a substitute. Oh, we need to make sure that nothing comes of this. Oh, my word. So let me explain this then. There, as the ball plays across, as I'm doing an instant replay again. So let's hide this. So here, once he's beaten Knight, I'm holding Y to call the keeper out to try and narrow the angle. There's me thinking he's not going to play it behind him. It's going to be a goal. But because I've been holding Y this whole time, Edwards then decides to try and play a through ball. I'm not even sure to who, but he plays it straight to their player, who puts it in the back of the net. I'm being FIFA'd well and truly in this game. And they're playing it forward nicely here. The gaps are really starting to open, and that is a superb piece of play from Watford, and we have just been carved apart there. Nothing I could do about that. Deli Bashiru has finished that one off. It's 3-1 to Watford. This game is done and dusted. I couldn't even get near them then. That is an unbelievable piece of play. This game, I'm so annoyed. So annoyed. Could be in again here. Thankfully for us, the pass is not great. And is there one more opportunity perhaps? Bakary breaking forward. Garner is in behind, but it will only be for a consolation. He has put the ball in the back of the net. It will be 3-2. But with already a minute over the allotted time, the referee will just blow the whistle as soon as kickoff is taken. And there we go. That's the final whistle. 3-2 it finishes to Watford. If we hadn't have been FIFA'd a couple of times in that game, we would have won. So as you can imagine, I am not best pleased. Fairly even game, but yeah, it's frustration. I think is I'm trying to not let it boil over if you can't tell. Still, we got a bit of a break now, but then we play Bournemouth in the cup. So a lot of business now. We have ticked over into January to take care of. Riznik has now gone to Fenerbahce. Toure has gone on his loan to Trabzonspor. Joe Ward has gone to Watford. Joe Randall has gone to Dusseldorf. Jack Marriott, has gone to Maritimo. Bergstrom's gone on his 2-year loan to Werder Bremen. Fisher has gone on loan to Bristol Rovers. George Saville's gone on loan to Bilbao. Ricky J. Jones has gone on loan to Braga. We need to renew Jack Taylor's contract. And then these are our youngsters that we have currently knocking about. Right, okay, thankfully we can go back into negotiations with Jack Taylor. His squad role, I'll give him rotation if he will take that. Yep, he's happy with that. And we will offer him a 3-year deal, which he is happy with. Disregard, and he's given us a bonus. He's given us actual wages this time. And he has agreed a new contract. Very good. Jack Taylor stays at the club. Very happy with that. Okay, so Abdelkarim Hassan has gone on loan to Sporting Lisbon, and we had a loan bid from Ajax for Ali Assad, which we have negotiated to a loan. We also agreed a loan with Feyenoord for Duncan McNeil as well. So hopefully those will be sorted out sooner rather than later. But good to see these guys getting out and getting some first team opportunities. Welcome to a dreary day here for the FA Cup third round against Bournemouth. This is how our Premier League visitors line up. Felix Navarrete in goal, a regen, which is good to see. They were actually after a free agent keeper that I was interested in as well, so surprised he's not in goal, but we'll have to wait and see. They are playing the same shape as us. Back four of Stacey, Senesi, Kelly and Tyreek Mitchell. Good signing for them. Pearson and Alan Varela in the middle of midfield. Roland Salai, of course, formerly of Barnsley, or a Barnsley save at least that we've done on here. On the right, Dembele on the left, former Peterborough man, Sariki Dembele. Marcondes in behind Jesus Ferreira. Looking at their options on the bench, Vieira, Bebu, Aníbal Moreno, Liam Cooper. That's the free agent keeper that I was interested in. He has gone to Bournemouth after all on the bench. Not ideal, but there we go. We've made a complete change, so I will actually go through our lineup. So Butland has come in, completely changed the 11. Colin on right back, Anderson and Oliveira in the middle, with that's Ernesto Oliveira at centre half, with Ahmed at left back. Fuchs and Taylor in the middle of midfield. Taylor's going to be captain for the day. Koulibaly out on the right, Iñaki Oliveira in the middle, Estrada out on the left, and Jamal Lowe in the middle. So actually 10 changes, not 11, as Estrada keeps his place. But I am thinking, depending on how this game goes, I may drop Estrada and bring in Bender again into the side. Just haven't been that impressed with Estrada. I do like him, but he just hasn't been playing particularly well, so might give Bender another run in the side depending on how Estrada does today. But yeah, it's going to be tough, of course. Premier League opposition. Could be worse. Could be the likes of Arsenal, who played in the Carabao Cup last season, of course, as we've done pretty well there. That's less than ideal. Good ball out wide for Dembele, and he's got the better of Colin. Anderson has to check himself. There's a ball. Marcondes is in, and that is a lovely finish and a really well worked goal from Bournemouth. And we are struggling. At this moment in time, we've hit a pretty rough vein of form, it must be said. Marcondes is a man we were actually looking at potentially bringing in last season, was on the transfer list at Bournemouth. But he's just got in between the gaps. Not really a lot of Butland in goal can do. And we find ourselves a goal down. Not ideal, but not a good pass at all. Can't deal with it. Just can't deal with it. Can't deal with the little passes. Ball in for the middle here, perhaps. Try and get on the end of it. Fuchs finds Taylor. Oh, we had a strike, but it's blocked really well. I think that's Senesi there who's got the block in. Estrada. Header there. Oh, and oh, Jamal Lowe had been a bit more lively. We could have potentially got on the rebound there. As Senesi has done very well and negated any danger. Just, good tackle from Ahmed. They're in behind. Oh, come on, Butland. Salai with the goal, but that's, for me, that's poor from Butland. I need to see the instant replay of this, but for me, like, it doesn't look like it's that far away from him. Nah, it's poor goalkeeping. It's a wrong animation. The ball's gone to his side, yet he's thinking it's blasted past him in the roof of the net. It's a good finish from Salai, but I mean, it should be saved, really.
More championship action for you to look forward to on EA TV. It's Peterborough United facing Preston North End.
That's the area here. Oh, man. I see at the end of the game. Oh, there goes the final whistle. 4 was enough. Absolutely disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. Thankfully, that episode has finished. Assad has gone on loan to Ajax. We still sit 9th in the table. We're now still 6 points clear. So, 6 points adrift, sorry. So, after a draw and a defeat in today's league games, we haven't actually dropped off any further, which is a massive sigh of relief. But things need to vastly improve, because lately it's just been absolutely woeful. But that's the way it goes sometimes. If we have a look at what is to come, we'll finish the month of January. Now we're at the FA Cup, so home game to Preston to start next episode, and then we travel to Ipswich before taking on Blackpool at home in the final episode, and then we'll round out January transfer window. If you are looking forward to that, and if you have enjoyed this episode, make sure you pop a like on there for me, guys. Subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.